So we're in Washington right now. We are in... Well, we're by Seattle. We're not quite there. But so far the car ride is pretty good. We slept last night. So, in a little campground. And so, yeah.
So, as everybody knows, we're on our way up to Alaska, and we're coming through Canada, and we are just north of Bear Lake, and I forget what this place is called, but it's this little RV park, just south of, not really south of, I don't know what it was, but we were near this rest stop that was just on the north side of Prince George, and I hit a turkey that was flying across the road with the U-Haul. So we couldn't let it go to waste. So what we did is I took it out, I wrapped it in foil. You know, we plucked it and we cleaned it, whatever. But I wrapped it in foil, and then we got some wood that off the side of the road that I also kind of wrapped into it. But I wrapped it really loosely so that when we were driving down the road, and I stuffed that whole bird all cleaned up with the wood chips kind of in this secondary ball. I stuffed it into the engine cavity so that it slowly basically smoked itself. And here we are. Now we stopped at this RV park where we were able to pay only like $20 American. It was $33 in Canada for this place, and we're cooking up the turkey on top of the kumang, the hot plate here, whatever you call it. We're doing it in pieces as we can so that it, cooks really well. But here we are in Canada cooking, in essence, what's wild turkey. Along with our tamales. So we are in the Signpost Forest in Watson Lake, Yukon, Canada. As you can see, this thing goes on and on and on. People put their memoirs and their license plates and all kinds of things that, you know, this has just become a historic and cultural kind of thing. We put 3 plates. One Oregon, which is my current plate, my front plate that I never put on my car. My California plate and my Kansas plate. They all exist here. Say hello, Marta.
Hello.
There's an amphitheater, because this is actually the visitor center. At least it's associated with the visitor center, is what it appears from the outside signage. Right now with the COVID-19 thing, nobody's here. It's not open. There's nothing going on. But, you know, since we're the only ones in here, we're technically doing the Canadian required social distancing. And not being a Canadian citizen, being a guest in this country, I am trying to abide by those rules. In my own country, that's another matter. And we're going to kind of just walk through. You know, let's turn and look at these. There's Wyoming, Michigan, Utah, Alaskan plates. A lot of Alaskan plates, as you might imagine. Montana. I see Georgia. Boy, I see a lot of West Virginia right here. We got Oscar making his own video. If you look down here, as we come around, you know, where it says Crowther, Bethany Todd, Brentwood Bay, British Columbia, you turn to your right, and down here on the bottom, 653 LTN. That is the plate to my 4Runner in Oregon. House is on the market, by the way. 69 saves on Zillow thus far. We apparently went live 9 hours ago and apparently already had a showing today. So we're hoping that the Oregon house sells quickly and that we are able to not live in our tent trailer for very long in Alaska, and we can get into a house pretty quickly. You know, I start work. Today is Tuesday, May 12, I think. May 11, May 12, something like that. I've lost track of days. I will start work on Monday the 18th, I believe, of 2020. You know, again, you probably knew that from the fact that I mentioned the COVID fiasco. You know, I've been very fortunate to have lived in many places in the United States and Mexico. I almost said Mexico. And Mexico. And, you know, there's a lot of people talk about needing to settle down and set roots and all of that. But I'll tell you this, I don't regret at all of the people I've met, all of the life I've experienced, all the things I've been able to do because I travel like I have, because I've moved to so many places, and my profession of architecture allows me to do that, you know, and I'm very fortunate. Some places I go and I make decent enough money and I stick around for a little while. Some places I end up not making enough, and I say, all right, 2 years is plenty, or 3 years. I think we were in Oregon for 3. In fact, we were in Oregon almost exactly 3, because I saw in my Facebook notifications as we were prepping for this move, I saw memories from 3 years prior of us prepping for the other one. And so look at this. There we go. Check that out. Story, Minnesota, 2016. It's crazy that that is much more legible on my phone than it is in person. It's almost impossible to read in person.
Yeah.
But when you don't have a plate you can place, what do? You put screws into a tire. That's fantastic. And look over here. On this side, I saw somebody in 2001 came from Jerusalem, Israel.
Wow.
What a great look at how far this just goes on and on.
Look at that thing, Dad. What is it?
Looks like a generator. Oh, it's an old tractor.
An old tractor? Oh, yeah. I think that's an old tractor. And I showed him
Yeah,
how it is.
this thing just is insane. Ah, there's the entrance that I was looking for. Up top, if you can see it, under the Washington Geno plate, you can see a Dutch clog, a wooden clog. How amazing. All right, guys. Well, I think we need to continue our journey down the Alcan and into Alaska. Yukon has only permitted us to be here for 24 hours, so we're not able to stay the 2 nights in this state that I was expecting. And it takes 12 hours on a normal vehicle to travel through the state. And here, we're driving a U-Haul, pulling a car, driving a 2002 Jeep Cherokee, pulling a tent trailer. We are not driving normal speeds, so we're gonna be hurting.
That'd be a cool picture.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us on this, and let's head out.
We're almost at James Justin in Canada, and look at this. That's beautiful.
Dude.
11:31, and it's finally setting.
All right, guys, who has a watch? Here, I got one. It is midnight Yukon time, technically 11 o'clock Alaska time, and you can see we still have plenty of sunlight that we're able to be out here at midnight our time or Pacific time. There's Martita. Say hello.
Hi.